Welcome to this Embodying the Equinox Ceremony. If you are just joining, my name is Jessica, and I'll be facilitating the ceremony this evening. And I'm going to invite you, in case you did not see an email that went out this afternoon, I invite you to go ahead and get a bowl of water. It doesn't have to be this big, but that will be beautiful for you to have when we get to that part of the ceremony. So I'll give you just a moment to grab a bowl of water and also a journal. There will be a little time at the end for some integration with a journal prompt that I'll be providing. So I'll just give everyone a moment to make sure you have all that you need. And for those of us who are ready, as we wait for our friends who might be getting some water or a journal or a bowl of water, just take this time to settle into your space, giving yourself permission to be fully here now for these next 60 minutes. Just allowing all parts of your day that came before this moment to just drop away, and allowing any future forward-facing thoughts, just allow those to settle as well. Giving yourself this space of the here and now in this beautiful IU, our community, our spiritual family, this time to weave our hearts together. And so as we continue to allow ourselves to be fully here and now, welcoming back any friends that were gathering, any materials they needed, let's start to just bring our awareness to the seat that we have chosen, whether that's in a chair or on the ground. Bringing your attention to your sits bones, bringing your attention and awareness to that gentle press of any parts of your body that are touching the earth, feeling the earth supporting you, and bringing your awareness to your breath. Noticing where the breath is in your body in this moment. Not looking or seeking to change your breath in any way, but giving your attention to how the breath is living in your body. And as you continue to presence with the earth beneath you, taking a moment to invite a deeper connection into the earth, sending out a cord of light growing from the very base of your spine, and allowing that to feel its way gently through this new spring earth, and allowing that cord of light, this root, this gentle root system to anchor you to the land where you are. Just letting our Earth Mother know that you're fully here in this moment. For those of you who have a Mesa or a Mesa carrier, I'm hoping that your Mesa has been opened. My Mesa is open in the other room. And just to deepen our connection and attune to that field, I'm just going to offer you a little song. So if you have any rattles or sound makers nearby, I invite you to join in this call and response, just welcoming in these 5 directions. And we'll just do this a few rounds just to attune to the field. And you can repeat after me in this call and response. Pachamama, Mama Tia, Ira Inti, Pachamama, Mama Tia, Ira Kota, Inti, Pachamama, Mama Tia, Miro-Quesada, Inti, Thank you. Just taking a moment to presence in with this field that we share. Sensing the support of the 5 directions and our beautiful Earth Mother. From here, I invite you just to drop in. If you'd like to allow your eyes to gently close, you may do so. Or you can let your gaze be soft as I share with you our intention. The equinox marks a threshold. At this moment, the Earth's axis stands upright, neither tilted toward the sun nor away. Day and night meet in equal measure. The word equinox comes from a root meaning to make equal. Equal light and equal dark. Just as the Earth stands tall and centered, we align with our own axis. The spine as the axis mundi, the meeting place of heaven and earth within the body. This ceremony invites us to embody that balanced field, to hold duality in equanimity, to bring fire into the realm of water and water into the realm of fire, to honor both the receptive and the active within us. Thresholds ask something of us. Like the sprouting seed pushing through the soil into the air, growth requires presence, strength, and surrender. Through strengthening our presence in the spine, our living inner axis, we steady ourselves, centered in wholeness. From this balanced and relational presence, we cultivate the capacity to move through thresholds with grace. As we gather in this luminous circle, we remember the field we create here becomes a seed of love, offered for the highest good of all beings, in service to 7 generations. From here, we're going to prepare the soil. Through breath, intention, and ritual, we prepare the soil of our being. And so I invite you now to join me in a guided breath practice of Kaosai energy breath. This breath pattern is a 7-count inhale, a 7-count hold or retention, and a 7-count exhale. And so I will guide us through a few rounds of this breath together. And then I will release that counting and invite you to continue that pattern of breathing on your own. We're going to do this for a few minutes together. So settling in here. Again, noticing where the breath is in your body. If you would like, you can allow your palms to rest facing up. And for this breath, you may also wish to place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly. Let's take a cleansing breath in and out before we begin. Breathing in and exhaling all of the air from your lungs. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. Again, inhale. Hold. And exhale. Continuing this pattern on your own. as you're inhaling, visualizing this earth chi, this cow sai rising up from the earth through the very base of your spine and through the palms of your hands. As you hold, feel it circulating within your body. And as you exhale, see this earth chi returning to Pachamama. Breathing in. Holding. And releasing. Continuing to visualize this cow sai flowing and streaming up from the earth, receiving it through the soles of your feet, the base of your spine, the palms of your hands. Sense into how it moves within you and return it to Pachamama with your out breath. Wherever you are, taking one final round of this cow sai energy breath. And when you exhale, just allow your breath to return to a natural rhythm, letting your breath be effortless. Just pausing to feel the effects of this breath practice. I offer this invocational prayer for Pachamama now. Again, as we are preparing the soil of our being. She is the womb of creation, infinite vastness of no thing and all, the center point, the circle from which all form arises. I am breath and heartbeat, sustained by her body, upheld in spirit, inspired by her beauty, her strength, her resilience, her wonder. We are reflections in her divine mirror. Through her, we glimpse the infinite power and ineffable beauty of loving creation. As we presence with her, we remember our nature woven inseparably into hers. With the soil now prepared, we plant seeds of light consciousness within. For this part of our ceremony, we will be moving into an attunement with water and fire. And so if you will give me a moment, I'm going to just add a couple of more logs to the fire to make sure the fire does not go out for the fire part of the ceremony. And this is the part where we will be using the bowl of water that I asked you to bring. So just continue to drink in the energy, this field that we share, and feel into the energy of the soil of your being. We're going to begin with an attunement to water, Unu. So I'm going to ask you to bring your left palm to the surface of the water. And if your hand doesn't fit in the vessel of water that you have, don't worry. And if you don't have a bowl of water, as Don Oscar would say, use your disciplined imagination to conjure this bowl of water. Placing your left palm to the surface of the water and placing your right palm to your Hantun Sonko, your higher heart, your great heart. Allow your gaze to be soft or allow your eyes to close and go within. The river flows from you. This river, free flowing, expands beyond the once narrow confines of resistance. The water's passion surges as a horse runs upon a vast open prairie. The stillness of the land receiving her thundering force. Repeat after me. I am patient receptivity. A proffered channel. Bearing the fullness of creation. We will now seal this attunement with an Aramaic mantra. The mantra is Huba de Raba. Huba de Raba. This means I rest and abide within this greater love. Huba de Raba. This love that opens us to the power of creation. If you can mantralize this out loud in your own space, allowing the resonance and vibration of the Aramaic to permeate your pokpo. Huba deraba. Huba deraba. Huba deraba. When you feel complete, you may remove your hand from the water, bringing your left palm to your koshko. And now we will do our attunement to the fire. So I will have you direct your left palm to the fire. And bring your right palm to your koshko, your sacred navel center. And I invite you to repeat the following statements after me. Left palm to the fire and right palm to your koshko. Presencing with Nina. I am yielding, softening, allowing. I am expanding, merging, flowing. I am here, now, shining with light. We are mirroring resplendent radiance. We are stars born of water. And we will seal this with another Aramaic mantra. This is Nura Dishrara. Nura Dishrara. Nura Dishrara. I am the light of consciousness. Mira Dishrara. Mantralizing this Aramaic phrase in your own space, allowing the vibration and frequency of the words to fill your pokpo. Nura Dishrara. I am the light of consciousness. When you feel complete, allowing your left hand to rest, meeting your right. We will now bring our attention to both the fire and the water simultaneously, and bringing our awareness to our spine. So bringing your awareness to your seat. Maybe shifting in your seat if you need to adjust at all. Feeling into the entire length of your spine. From the very crown of your head, your cervical spine, all the way down to your lower lumbar spine, to your perineum. Bringing awareness to and presencing with the spine as axis mundi. This balance point and threshold of self, culture, and nature. Allowing your field to take in that communion with Unu water and Nina fire. Allowing your field to hold the energies of both and drawing that presence and energy into the center column. Feeling the column, the spinal column, this axis mundi as the connection of soul and source. And I invite you to repeat the following after me as you hold this awareness in your spine. I allow heaven and earth I allow earth and heaven to meet through a steady column. If you feel called to, you may even bring your hands to your spine. We'll repeat this one more time, just feeling into your axis mundi. I allow heaven and earth and heaven to meet through a steady column. To seal this in, I offer you one final Aramaic mantra for us to share, which is Beshami, Beshami, Beshami. Within the light, sound, name, vibration, the sound and vibration, the energy of divine creation, Abunda Bashmaya, Abunda Bashmaya, Bashmaya, Beshmi, Beshmi. With these seeds of light now planted within, we turn to tending the seeds. And I will share with you now a dream that speaks to how we walk this path with faith, presence, and care. And I invite you to go within, to allow whatever parts of this dream and the messages held there within to tend the seeds of light within your own being as they may. I stood among a large gathering of people, very close together. The sun and the moon appeared in the sky. All of the people were gazing at the sky to see this alignment, luminous. It did not last long. Bare winter branches moved across the sky, and this profound alignment passed from view. In another scene in this dream, there was a neighborhood street which had become a wide flowing creek. Water cascaded gently over descending levels. I walked upstream barefoot. Beneath the water, pillars of crystal rose in many heights and colors, some translucent green. Though pointed, they did not pierce. I realized I walked upon the surface of the water itself, in that liminal space between the water and the air. Each step required care. Each step required trust, and I continued upstream. Through this dream weaving, we may understand the sun and moon move as distinct bodies, yet in harmony. Polarity held in relationship. The space between them, the subtle axis, holds the balance. And the crystal path speaks of faith, to walk upstream, to walk on water, to stand in the unseen support between elements. When faith wavers, we sink into fear. When presence remains steady, what appears sharp does not wound. The path holds. When our walk aligns with the living I am within, and we remain present in the field of light and sound, we access clarity, discernment, precision, intuition, and inspired action, bringing luminous direction into the compass of feeling. And when unconditional love, love beyond ego and boundary, flows into form, it softens and fuels our action with compassion and depth. In this way, wisdom enters the heart and love enters the will. Faith steadies our steps in the liminal space between worlds. And in that steadiness, we cross thresholds with grace. Just allowing this to settle. Now, having tended these seeds, we will activate them through voice, the sacred vessel of expression. And I offer you here an incantation in Quechua. Hanan Kanchaipa Hurin Kanchaipa. Hanan Kanchaipa Hurin Kanchaipa. This is the sentient light within the upper realm and the sentient light within the lower realm. And we will mantralize this to become an embodiment of universal light consciousness as we ritually activate these seeds. So I invite you in your own space to mantralize these sacred words in Quechua, allowing the frequency and vibration of these words to activate and transform. Hanan Kanchaipa, Hurin Kanchaipa. Hanan Kanchaipa, Hurin Kanchaipa. Hanan Kanchaipa, Hurin Kanchaipa. And now to further nurture and nourish these seeds, to catalyze their growth with breath, life force energy, we will together engage in the Sami energy breath practice. This breath practice is a 10 count inhale, a 10 count hold, and a 10 count exhale. If the 10 counts is beyond where you can reach comfortably this evening, I invite you to extend your inhale and retention and exhale to a count that suits you. I will, as we did with the Kaosai energy breath practice in the beginning, I will count for us for the first couple of rounds, and then I will allow you to be awash in the energy and the movement of the breath on your own. Let's take a cleansing breath in and out to begin. Breathing in and exhaling fully and completely. And beginning, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Continuing to breathe in this pattern on your own. Feeling the Sami circulating within you. Allowing the Sami to be a blessing to you. Allowing yourself to receive this energy of transformation. Focusing on your heart center with each inhale. Harnessing that energy on the retention, allowing the Sami to circulate throughout your pokpo. And presencing with that Sami filling you completely with each exhale. Doing about one more round on your own. You reach the bottom of your next exhale, just allowing your breath to flow in a natural and effortless way. Not seeking to control the breath at all. And from this place, we descend into stillness, the deepest of deepest. And we allow our breath to circulate and nurture what we have planted. So we will hold this space for 3 minutes of stillness and silence. Well, my friends, we are nearing the end of our time together, and I do have a journal prompt that I would love to share with you. My intention was to give you 5 minutes within the ceremony to respond. I'm going to read the journal prompt to you and perhaps give you just a minute to maybe start to jot something down, just so we can come back together, even if it's for 30 seconds, to say goodbye. And if you opened your Mesa, I'll allow you to close that on your own. And dear Heather is going to add the journal prompt to the chat. but this is the journal prompt that I have for you. After all that has stirred within you today, what intention is taking root in your heart for how you are called to show up in this season, in your relationships, your voice, and your stewardship of truth and love? How are you called to show up in this season in your relationships, your voice, and your stewardship of truth and love? And I will invite you to perhaps take that question with you into the rest of your evening. Maybe come and revisit it over the weekend. And in honor of me holding an hour space and just wanting to stay to that, I just want to offer you my deepest gratitude for joining this equinox ceremony. And I'm so grateful to the Heart of the Healer for inviting me and providing me this opportunity to hold this space. And it's beautiful to share it with each of you. I'm so grateful for this community. You bring me so much love and strength and stability, and I'm just so deeply grateful. So thank you to the Heart of the Healer. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Don Oscar and Donna Cindy. And thank you to each of you. And I pray that each of you embodies this equinox as you move forward. So thank you. My name is Jessica. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining the Heart of the Healer. So much love.